All right, so tonight's dinner. Mom's got a big announcement. Go ahead, Mom. We're all ears. You two have been married for a year and a half. Time to start thinking about the future. We need to get serious about a school district house. Shu Hao, we never even talked about this. What's there to talk about? Starting today, we're setting up a joint family account. And Mom's in charge. Yes! I'm always broke by the end of the month. You're the best person to handle our money, Mom. Babe, you too. Make sure to give Mom your password. Shu Hao, why didn't you discuss this with me first? Discuss what? Mom's looking out for us. Shen Miao, where's your card? Mom, I'm a freelancer. I don't have a fixed salary. Don't play dumb with me. I know exactly how much you make. 60 grand in royalties plus the nest egg my parents gave me. Transfer it all out. Leave a dummy card with 2,000 bucks on it to keep them happy. Here's my card, Mom. From now on, our little family is in your hands. That's more like it. See, babe? That's the spirit. We're family. No need to keep secrets. Family? Oh, you're about to find out what family really means. What's for dinner? Is it ready? I'm starving. Nope. You sit at home all day doing nothing and can't even make a meal? Honey, what am I supposed to cook with? I don't have a single penny on me. Your mom said she's taking over all the finances. I wouldn't dare hide anything. Honey, didn't your mom give you any money for tonight's dinner? Hey, what are you grabbing? He works hard and needs brain food. This meat is for him. Mom, can I just have one piece? You don't have a job. You just sit at home and doodle. Why do you need meat? You're not burning any calories. I paid for this meat. I cooked this meal. And I don't even get to eat one piece? Next time you buy meat, make sure it's the fatty kind. His brain needs all the fuel it can get. As for you, stick to veggies. Good for your skin. Got it. Mom's right. You spend all day at home drawing whatever. No sun, no rain. Those of us in the office have real mental stress. You wouldn't get it. Shu Hao, no smoking at the dinner table. You're so high maintenance. He's a government contract worker, 6 grand a month. In his eyes, that's a golden rice bowl, a family honor. And me? I'm just a freeloader at home. All right, forget the meat for now. Tonight's dinner, I have something official to announce. Hao's 30 now, been married a year and a half. While I'm still healthy, you two need to get started on having a baby. Don't worry, Mom, we'll do whatever you say. Just having a baby isn't enough. Raising one costs money. Hao and I talked it over. From today on, we're setting up a joint family account. What does that mean? It means all the money in this household goes to me for unified management. You young people spend way too freely, no discipline, especially you, Shen Miao. You're online shopping all day long. Even the security guard knows you by your packages. That's not how a proper wife behaves, exactly. Mom, here's my paycheck card. The PIN is your birthday. From now on, my 6 grand a month goes straight to you, our school district house fund. What about yours? Mom, I don't have a fixed salary. I take freelance gigs. Some months good, some months lean. What do you mean lean? Don't play games with me. Don't think I don't know. Your parents gave you 200 grand as a wedding nest egg, didn't they? Hand over that card. That's my parents' life savings. Their way of making sure I wouldn't be mistreated in my marriage. And now they're going after my parents' hard-earned money? Mom, that's my emergency fund for my parents. It's premarital property, nothing to do with the Zhu family. Premarital, postmarital. Once you marry into the Zhu family, you're a Zhu. Your money is Zhu family money. If you won't hand over the money, are you already planning to leave my son? Already planning to divorce him? Shen Miao! You're breaking my heart. I handed over my whole paycheck and you're still hiding things from me? My mom's doing this for us, for our future kids. Your job's unstable anyway. You might get a gig today and starve tomorrow. Letting my mom manage the money is called asset allocation. You don't know finance, so don't run your mouth. So in their eyes, I'm not just a freeloader. I'm a blood bag they can squeeze dry whenever they want. I'll go get the card. You want money? Fine, you got it. Here's my card, Mom. PIN is Shu Hao's birthday. From now on, our little family is entirely in your hands. Ha 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 ha. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right, go do the dishes, and go easy on the dish soap. See, babe? That's the spirit. We're family. No secrets. Family. Oh yeah. You're about to find out what family really means. Next morning, the sun's already high. An $80,000 new project is locked in, $280 on takeout, and my breadwinner husband probably gnawing on pickled veggies in the company cafeteria today. What's for dinner? Is it ready? Had a long meeting at work. I'm starving. Nope. Nope. You sit at home all day doing nothing and can't even make a meal? You trying to starve me? There's no food in the house, no rice either. No food? Then go buy some. The market's right outside the gate. Buy with what? I don't have a single penny on me. Didn't we just hand over every last cent to your mom yesterday? You're telling me you don't even have a few bucks for groceries on your phone? Quit playing poor. I'm not playing. Look, it's all zeroed out. Your mom said she's managing everything. I wouldn't dare hide a cent. I can't even scrape together $2 for the bus right now. Maybe you should call your mom, honey. Ask her to approve a $50 budget for dinner. Or better yet, have her buy the groceries and drop them off. I mean, she's our CFO now, right? Hello? Son, what's up? Is that Shen Miao brat causing trouble again? Mom, we're out of food. She says she's got no money to buy any. Can you transfer $100 over so I can grab something from downstairs? $100? Is she eating gold? I've been in charge of the finances for 1 day, and she's already finding ways to squeeze money out of me. If she's hungry, she can boil some plain noodles or make some congee. You think money grows on trees? Tell her, no money. From now on, your food budget is $500 a month. If you go over, you can go eat wind. Looks like we're having tap water for dinner tonight. It's fine. For the sake of that school district house, I can take it. Honey, your government job is so demanding. I'm sure you can tough it out too, right? That night, Zhu Hao ended up choking down 2 packs of expired instant noodles. He tried to guilt-trip me with his silent protest. I pretended not to notice. Put on my noise-canceling headphones and calmly sketched out the draft for my next commission. Making money makes me happy. As for whether he's hungry or not, that's outside my job description. The next day, my mother-in-law showed up. Honey, Mom's here. Mom's worried we young people can't manage a household, so she's moving in for a while to help us plan. I underestimated this mother-son duo's efficiency. With Mom here, this family finally has a backbone. He thought bringing in a big shot would keep me in line. Within 3 minutes of moving in, she'd already claimed my home as her territory. TV's not wiped down. Trash isn't taken out. This is no way to run a household. Shen Miao, I hate to say it, but you're on that computer all day. How much is that costing in electricity? Now that I'm in charge of the family finances, we're setting some ground rules for saving money. No lights during the day, and no running this power-guzzling machine. If you've got that much free time, go to the supermarket and snag some discounted eggs. That's actual work. Mom, this is my work equipment. If I don't take commissions, what do we eat? What do you eat? Didn't you already hand over that $2,000 to me? With me managing it, you think I'd let you starve? See this? This celery costs $2. That's what we're having for lunch. You've got to pinch pennies. Got it? I underestimated this mother-son duo's efficiency, and I overestimated that celery's shelf life. Over the next 3 days, I got a masterclass in what pinching pennies really means. Meat completely disappeared from the house. The washing machine became a decoration. Even toilet flushing water had to be saved up from rinsing veggies. To defend his brilliant decision to hand over his paycheck, he ate plain cabbage like it was a Michelin 3-star meal. Mom's cooking is amazing. This is what I call pure organic health, right? A restaurant meal costs hundreds. This, less than $3. On the 4th afternoon, a plot twist arrived. There was a knock at the door. It was property management. Hello, owner of 302. Your property fees and winter heating fees are due. Total, $3,600. Here's the notice. What? Pay the property fees. Are you deaf? Mom, I can't even find $2 in change in my card right now. You're the family's CFO. This $3,600 should come out of the joint account. In your dreams. That money is for my future grandson's school district house. Not a penny gets touched. Why should I pay for everyday expenses like property fees? So what do we do? If we don't pay, they'll cut the water and electricity tomorrow. If we don't pay heating, we'll be wearing army coats indoors all winter. I was just calmly stating facts, but the facts hit him harder than my tone ever could. I'm curious. Caught between his wife and his mom, whose side is he gonna take? Mom, maybe you could front the money from the account. Front what? Shuhao, are you stupid? She's a grown woman. You're telling me she can't scrape together $3,000? Who's gonna buy that? I'm telling you, if you don't have money, your parents do. Their retirement pensions add up to almost 10 grand a month, right? Go borrow from your parents. Married into this family and still doesn't know how to funnel money back to her in-laws. Useless, ingrate, So they weren't just after my dowry. They were after my parents' retirement money too. Fine. I'll go back to my parents' place tomorrow and see if I can borrow some. In their eyes, I was completely under their thumb. That night at 2 a.m., I went to get a glass of water. As I passed the balcony, I heard hushed voices. The balcony door wasn't fully closed. Through that crack, I overheard a scheme cooked up behind my back. Son, trust me on this. You can't spoil women. Cut off her money, starve her for a few days, and she'll come crawling back to her parents for cash. Once she squeezes her parents' money out to support us, your burden will be so much lighter. Mom, what if her parents don't give in? And besides, this house was bought with her money before marriage. It's in her name only. That's exactly why we need to get her under control. Once we've saved enough in the joint account, we'll use that as a down payment on a small place, in your name. So this big house, all we gotta do is get her pregnant. Once there's a kid, she's trapped for good. Then we use the baby as an excuse. Say we need security for the household registration. Make her add your name to the deed. If she says no, threaten her with divorce. A divorced woman with a kid? Who's gonna want her? Mom, you're a genius. I mean, Shen Miao's not bad looking, but she's way too proud. Doesn't know her place. Once she has the baby, she'll calm down. That's right. For now, just starve her out. And do not pay that property management fee. Let's see who cracks first. If before this, I thought forcing me to hand over my paycheck was just plain stupid greed. Now, I see it crystal clear. A disgusting blood-sucking scheme to drain me dry. They're after everything I have. My present, my future, even my parents' retirement fund. And my unborn kid? Just leverage to steal my house. I didn't storm out and blow up. All that rage, hurt, and bitterness, in that moment it all turned to ash. Only one thought was left. Now I've got the evidence. Now it's my turn. This cloud drive, it's got the asset protection plan my lawyer buddy helped me set up just yesterday. The deed, the purchase contract, bank statements, everything's backed up. 3 copies.
最後忘記話
You wanted to see who'd crack first? You thought I was some pushover who couldn't survive without you? Just easy prey? All you know is eating. Skip a meal, save a buck. Next morning, my mother-in-law served her usual plain noodles and water. But this time I was ready to fight back. Where are you going? Not eating? Going to my parents? Mom, you're right. I really do need to figure out this property fee. I'll go beg my parents. See if they can spare some of their pension. Oh, babe, be nice to your folks. Tell them your son-in-law is in a tight spot right now. But I'll take good care of him later. Don't worry, I'll be real nice. I'm going to my parents to lock the original deed and all my jewelry in their bank's high-security safe. I'm gonna take every last ounce of value out of this house. And then, I'm leaving you with a surprise you'll never forget. 5 p.m. I walked through the door right on time. Those two, TV wasn't even on. Just sitting there in the dark waiting. Honey, you're back! What did your parents say? Did you get the money? Shuhao's eyes lit up like he'd just seen gold bars. Too bad those greedy hands of his were about to come up empty. I ignored him. Took my sweet time walking to the sofa. Picked up that glass of ice-cold water and took a slow, deliberate sip. The more anxious they got, the happier I felt. People who lose their cool are the easiest to read. Didn't get it. My parents wouldn't even see me. Of course I didn't get it. I never went back to my parents for money. What did you say? Your parents together make almost 10 grand a month in retirement. They don't even buy new clothes. What are they saving for? To hatch more money? You're their only daughter. Their son-in-law's in trouble. And they just sit there and do nothing? A pair of total misers. What? You didn't even ask them properly, did you? I only asked for like 20 or 30 grand, just to cover living expenses and the property fee. That's pocket change to them. Do you even see me as family? Honey, Mom, you've got it all wrong. I passed along your brilliant financial wisdom, word for word to my parents. I told them, Mom, for the sake of our future kids' school district, we've set up a family joint account to manage all assets together. My parents heard that and thought, wow, Mom's got serious foresight. This is peak family asset management. You. What are you getting at? I'm saying my parents were inspired by you. They realized that old people really should keep their money clenched tight in their own fists. So yesterday afternoon, they went straight to the bank and locked up all their retirement savings, including the money they were going to give us, into a 5-year fixed deposit. They even set up their own elderly joint account. They said, young people spend like water. No sense of planning. Especially Xu Hao. Only makes $6,000 a month and can't even pay a property fee. To stop us from mooching off them, they're not lending a dime. That's called prevention before it happens. Mom, didn't my parents learn that from you? They're practically your proteges. You're full of it. That's my grandchild. Your parents won't even give you money? What are they saving it for? To take to their graves? You ungrateful brat. How dare you talk to me like that? Mom, come on. You won't even take care of your own daughter-in-law. You won't even let me have a piece of meat. Isn't it only fair my parents are wary of you? You've lost your mind. You ungrateful little wolf. Since you couldn't get the money? You're not eating tonight. He's getting desperate. Good. Let him sweat. Desperate people make bigger mistakes. Before my mother-in-law's threat even landed, property management showed up at the door. The big surprise came early. Unit 302, your overdue notice has been up for 3 days. Today at 6 p.m. is the deadline. That's $3,600 for property and heating. Are you paying it or not? If not, we're legally required to cut your power and water and deactivate your building access cards. Oh, isn't this Shuhao's place? Heard he works at a state-owned company. Can't even pay $3,000 in property fees? Ha! Right? All dressed up but totally broke underneath. So meow! Are you gonna pay or not? You want the whole neighborhood to see us as a joke? Shuhao, are you stupid? I told you, I've got no money. Your paycheck plus my $2,000 balance? All of it's in your mom's family joint account. She's the one in charge of the money, so the grand treasurer herself should handle the payment. Ma'am, since you're the one managing the finances, could you please settle the bill? WeChat Alipay or cash? Either works. I don't have it. That's my grandkid's school district fund. Not a penny can be touched. Whose name is on this house? Why should I, an old lady, have to pay? Ask him. Oh, beautiful. First in line to control the money, but first to hide when it's time to spend it. Time to settle this once and for all. The house is in my name, but you're the ones living in it, using the water, electricity, and heat. Since Mom put it that way, let's get the rules straight, starting today. From now on, you keep your joint account, and I'll live my own life. We're officially going Dutch, 50-50. This house is my premarital asset, paid in full. At market rate, the master and second bedrooms would rent for $4,000 a month, but since we're married, I'll give you a discount. Shuhao, you and your mom live here, so you owe me $3,000 a month in occupancy fees. As for the $3,600 property fee, split per person, my share $1,200, and I've already transferred my portion to the management. Correct. Ms. Shen transferred $200 about half an hour ago. The remaining $2,400. Which one of you two is scanning the code? Shen Miao, have you lost your mind? I'm your legal husband. You're charging your own husband and your mother-in-law rent? Have you no shame? Oh, I have shame. That's why I'm not throwing you out on the street. You took my paycheck. Your mom treated me like a thief. Did you think about me as your legal wife then? You forced me to eat plain boiled cabbage every day, trying to get everything for nothing. Drained my parents' retirement dry. Did you have shame then? You eavesdropped on us. If you don't want people to know, don't do it in the first place. Now you've got 2 choices. 1, scan the code right now, $2,400 for the property fee, plus $3,000 for this month's rent. Or 2, pack up your junk and get the hell out of my house. No way, you're dreaming. I don't care. You married my son. That means half this house is ours. You evil woman. You dare kick us out? I'll have Shuhao divorce you tomorrow. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., at the Civil Affairs Bureau. Whoever doesn't show up is a coward. That belief he'd clung to, that Shen Miao could never leave him, that wall he'd built, in that moment, it came crashing down, shattered into a million pieces. The next morning, 8:30 a.m., I showed up right on time. He hadn't slept all night, smoked, the whole night through. In the kitchen, my mother-in-law was actually making breakfast for once. Pots and pans clanging like she was pumping herself up, trying to look brave. What, you've been at this all night? You done with your little act? Enough already. Go make breakfast. I've got to clock in at work. That $2,400 property fee, I already transferred it from my paycheck to the management last night, so I'm the one backing down. Happy? Oh, wow. He actually thought yesterday's blow-up was just me throwing a tantrum to squeeze more money out of him. You back down? Too bad I'm not budging an inch. It's 9. The Civil Affairs Bureau's open. Let's go. You're serious? What do you think? Do I look like I have time for your games? You Shen Miao! You actually dare to file for divorce? Let me tell you something. Leave my Hao, and you're a divorced, used-up woman. No man will ever want you again. Don't think you can scare us with divorce. We're not afraid of you. You've got it backwards, Mom. If you're not scared, then sign the papers. Sign them and we go process it. We can have this done by noon. Shen Miao, are you out of your damn mind? This agreement says the house is yours. Assets stay separate. And you want me to pay you for emotional damages? On what grounds? The house might have been yours before marriage. But once we're married, it's joint property. You want me to walk away with nothing? Dream on! Without half of this house, I'm not signing. You married into the Xu family. This house takes the Xu name. You can kick us out, but you're paying us $1 million in compensation. $1 million? Fine. Would you two open your money-obsessed eyes and look closely? This house, I paid for it in full before we got married. The notarized document says it in black and white. It's my personal property. For 2 years, the property tax, maintenance fund, even the light bulbs. I paid for all of it. Shu Hao. Have you ever contributed even a single nail to this house? Your mom, since the day I married in, has she ever cooked me a meal? Or washed a single piece of my laundry? At least I gave my paycheck to my mom. That was for our future kids' school. What about you? What have you contributed to this family? You're just some freelancer picking up odd jobs at home, not even a proper health insurance, a total deadbeat. Without my $6,000 a month, my iron rice bowl, you wouldn't even have Sibefeng to drink! Right, $6,000 a month. What a fortune! Xu Hao, let me show you what contributing to this family actually looks like. This house's utilities, water, electricity, gas, internet, property fees, the fancy fruit you buy from the supermarket, the meat your mom stews every day. Which part of that came from your pathetic $6,000 a month? You think you've been supporting me? You've been sucking me dry. No, that's impossible. Annual total income, $650,000. You make 50, 60 grand a month? No way. You're just a doodler. Where'd you get all that money? A doodler? I'm a top-tier concept artist in the industry. One overseas commission? That's tens of thousands. I never said anything, because I thought between husband and wife, money didn't need to be that clear-cut. I was happy to support this family. And what did I get? You thought I was an easy target. Thought I was some pushover with no income. You set up your little family joint account to drain me completely. You wanted my parents' retirement money. You even tried to use a baby to blackmail me into adding your name to the deed. You knew all of it? Last night, your little chat on the balcony, I recorded every single word. You're not just greedy. You're pathetically stupid. Xu Hao, that contract worker's salary you're so proud of? It doesn't even cover the taxes I pay. What gives you the right to act all high and mighty with me? He completely fell apart. He'd always believed he was the breadwinner, the backbone. Thought I couldn't survive without him. Thought he could push me around. But reality slapped him right across the face. Turns out he was the parasite all along. Babe, I'm sorry. I was out of my mind. My mom got in my head. Just give me one more chance, okay? I know you've got talent, you've got skills. Let's not divorce. I'll hand over all the money to you from now on. Deal? Meow meow! Oh, Mom's lost it. Mom was blind with greed. Don't divorce Hao. Now that you're making this much. Our family's future is set. Mom will treat you like a goddess, I swear. They find out I have money and suddenly they're on their knees. Not out of guilt, out of greed. The whole time, they weren't kneeling to me. They were kneeling to the money. Sir, all the men's clothes in the master bedroom closet. And all that junk in the second bedroom. Xu Hao, you've got 10 minutes to get out of my house. If you're not out in 10, I'm calling the cops for trespassing. And this divorce? You're signing today, whether you like it or not. If you don't, I'm sending that recording straight to your HR department. Let your boss and co-workers hear what their model state sector employee really is, a disgusting parasite. His hands were shaking. His signature came out crooked, like the final heartbeat of a dying marriage. Sunlight poured through the window. The air had never felt so clean.